Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about 9 ways to get better at color mixing. Color mixing is not just about memorizing formulas. Formulas are a guide for you to follow, which I do have a 100 color mixing formulas ebook available for download in the link below. So, color mixing is really about practice and it's about following a process that works. So if you follow these tips, I guarantee you will get better at color mixing over time. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, paint from photos. This was probably the technique that helped me the most in improving my color mixing skills. Painting from a physical photo will allow you to have a better visual comparison, and you'll also be able to prove your colors. While you're mixing your palette, every time your color appears close to the photo, or if you just want to see the contrast, make a marking directly on the photo. This comparison will allow you to physically see the differences between what you're mixing and your target color. And this is different from using a computer or a tablet, because colors always appear brighter and more vibrant on digital devices, and you can't make markings on a monitor. Number 2, stick to the same palette. Some artists will suggest using a limited palette, which makes sense because your mind is more focused when there's less to choose from. But what's more important is not to switch the colors on your palette until you're familiar with your current set of colors. Whether you're using 5 colors or 8 colors, stick to the same set until you're very comfortable with it. Don't add a new yellow to the palette until you've exhausted and fully understood the existing yellow that you're using. And also introduce new colors one at a time, instead of trying out a bunch of different colors all the time. Number 3, have a basic color wheel close by. This is very useful when I paint, and I like to use a basic wheel instead of the very intricate ones bought from the store, because I'm not getting too technical and following it like a formula. I'm just using it as a quick reminder for which pairs are the complementaries and how to mix the secondaries. If I'm mixing a yellow and I need to tone it down, I can quickly glance at the color wheel and know that I need a purple to achieve this. Number 4, maintain control. Don't make your pile bigger and bigger when the colors aren't working out. Instead, keep a trail of your mixing process so you can see the transition. If you see that as you're trying to progress towards your target color but it keeps changing back to the same color, then you might need to take a step back and come back with fresh eyes. The trail should show you that you are getting closer to your target color. Number 5, don't hesitate. Just start mixing. Practicing and doing is always way more effective than just thinking about it. Don't think. Just start with the closest color that you see or feel the most connected to, even if you think it's wrong. Just make your first pile of paint and then make little adjustments to it afterwards. It's all a process and you will get there. First, focus on values. Once you have your first pile of paint, focus on getting the right values. Values refer to the lightness and darkness regardless of what color something is. To darken a color, you can add black, purple, blue, or red. To lighten a color, you can add yellow, white, or sometimes orange. As a quick tip, if you want to see if your paint is the same value as your reference, mark the photo with your paint and then squint your eyes as you're looking at it. If it blends in, then it's close enough. Number 7, adjust the intensity. Once the value is correct, adjust the intensity. This refers to how pure a color is. Any color can have different levels of intensities. To make a color more intense, you add that color. To make it less intense, you add its complementary color. This is where the color wheel comes in handy. If my red needs to be more intense, I'll add red, but if it's too red, I'll add green. Number 8, adjust the temperature. Temperature refers to how warm or cool a color is. To warm a color, you can add red, yellow, or orange. To cool a color, you can add blue, purple, or green. and going back to painting with a reference. By getting into the habit of proving your colors directly on the photo and really looking at it closely, you'll get better at seeing whether a color needs adjustments to its value, intensity, or temperature. Number 9. 1 plus 1 doesn't always equal 2. Most colors require a number of adjustments before it becomes the target color. So instead of thinking about color mixing as formulas that you have to stick to, like red plus white equals pink, or yellow plus blue equals green, think of it as a progression. It's more like a process where a color gets refined a number of times before it evolves into the right color. So don't follow formulas too closely, and look at your colors as a spectrum with different degrees of values, intensities, and temperatures. I hope you all found this video helpful. Again, my 100 Color Formulas ebook is available for download in the link below. Let me know of any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.